to the Foodie Greens Show. I'm your host, Chef Kajani, and we have a great show lined up for you for this brand new 2016 year. We have the individuals from Refocus with me today, and we're going to definitely be getting healthy in 2016. We're going to lose weight, feel great, and be excited about doing that. And today we're going to they're going to be helping me, and we're going to make a kale salad today. And also they're going to be asking me questions about, health and wellness and food while we go through this whole setup. And if time permits, we're going to also make a dessert, and we should have a lot of fun with that. And most importantly, that we're going to try our very best to strive upon in this season, in this show, is to provide individuals with ideas, recipe ideas that are quick and easy to make, that are healthy, and more importantly, low in salt, sugar, and fat, which are three of the things that most people are struggling with in terms of trying to lose weight. And one of the things that kind of work against them are those three things. So we're going to go into that, and so just wanted you all to say, you stay tuned and stay right there. Don't touch that dial. And we are going to have fun today in the Foodie Greens kitchen. So today what we're going to do is get started. And any of you ladies can definitely, jump in. And we're going to go ahead and make this kale salad. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to open a bag of kale. And before we do that, I wanted to highlight here, this is actually from Trader Joe's, this kale. And it is triple washed, it's in the bag. Usually I normally like to buy my kale fresh as opposed to not being in the bag. But because the fact that many of you out there watching the show today are crunched as far as time and don't have a lot of time to wash and de-stem your kale and all of that, this is already done for you. So just wanted to highlight that. This actually came from Trader Joe's, and I think I may have only paid like maybe $2 for this bag of kale. Okay. So this is really, really very inexpensive. So you want to go ahead and open that, someone, for me? Sure. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put the ingredients in here, and I'm going to walk them through this. And feel free, you all, to ask any questions as you go along. I don't know if we can get the whole bag in here.
I was going to ask.
Yeah,
the whole bag.
About how much? That's good.
That's good?
You can make 2 out of this.
Yeah, we could make 2 out of that, and we probably will.
These kales are already pre-cut.
They're already pre-cut,
clean.
and they pre-clean right there on the bag, as you can see. See, clean, cut, and ready to cook.
That's excellent.
But you know what?
Microwave cookers.
But you know what we're gonna do today is that we're gonna uncook it, because this is
Gonna stay
raw.
raw. Oh, okay.
So this is where we get all of the nutrients from the kale, because the fact that it's uncooked and it's raw. So you get all the nutrients. You get the vitamin K, you get the vitamin C, you get the iron, and this is just really, really, really good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, okay? And we want to kind of spread this thing around. You want to maybe try to add the olive oil?
Okay. And
cool.
what kind of olive oil I'm putting in here?
So this is cold pressed olive oil. Once again, from Trader Joe's. We're going to marinate it, yes.
And I just go ahead on with it.
Okay, that's good.
So you're just eyeballing it?
I'm just eyeballing it. But I have a complete recipe for you all after the show. So that way you can actually make it precisely the way that we're going to make it here tonight.
All right.
And hopefully it'll taste the same. All right.
Not prayer oil.
Right, okay.
And also, people are wondering, because sometimes olive oil can be a little bit on the expensive side.
Yeah, so that's a good point. It's a very good point. This bottle of olive oil I got from Trader Joe's, I think I may have paid $5 for this big bottle. Now, of course, you go to other fine grocery stores, this bottle will probably be somewhere between $8 to $10. So I just wanted to kind of keep in mind is that we're trying to be healthy in 2016, but we also trying to be healthy on a shoestring budget.
Right.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to add a little bit of, we're going to take one of these lemons, and so we're going to cut that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use this strainer here, right? And you're going to take the juice. We're going to use 1.5 lemons. Okay, we're going to take this juice and the seeds. This way you won't get the seeds.
I know.
There you go. Now, you don't have to use a strainer. You could actually use a paper towel. Or you
Yeah,
can
I
use
would work with
cheesecloth.
that. Or you can use cheesecloth. Cheesecloth works really well.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, still you using fresh lemon juice wouldn't.
Lemon juice could
substitute.
suffice too if you don't want to use real
Now,
lemon.
you talking
That's
about
true.
real lemon juice? Like that, there's a brand, Real Lemon.
It is a brand
And
called
that
Real
would be
Lemon.
acceptable to
That
you?
would be acceptable to use as well. It's just that it's probably cheaper to buy the fresh lemon as
Yeah.
opposed to.
Yeah.
And more
Yeah.
vitamins and
Right.
nutrients in
Yeah.
So you want to maybe do another half of a lemon?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, people that had them sore hands will always remember he's teaching us the alternatives
Right.
that we could go use, but fresh products are the best.
And really, I was at Walmart last week. Lemons were like 63 cents.
What?
Yeah, so, I mean,
yeah,
that's,
really cheap.
that's less than a
They're
dollar.
really cheap, and more importantly, we're going to get into this probably, hopefully, later during this show, because I know a lot of people want to know, like, okay, I want to eat healthy, but I understand that organic is the best thing to buy when buying fruits and vegetables.
Now,
And
can you
things.
explain the difference, like
So-
organic?
So here's the thing about organic. Organic is supposedly, they have the USDA label on it, and let me see if I have anything here that USDA organic. I don't know whether or not I do. Let's see. Let's see, the honey doesn't, this might. Nope,
What
this
about the
doesn't.
peanut butter?
The peanut butter, the sunflower
Sunflower
seed.
seed butter. Sunflower seed butter, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, I don't think anything has the organic label, but anyway, this might, this actually might. Yeah, this does. This has probably can't see this at home, but this is a very small label here that says USDA organic. So let me explain to you a little bit about USDA organic. The best way that I had it explained to me is that USDA organic is that the government actually has guidelines for farmers and manufacturers
Right.
to follow when it comes
Okay.
to putting a label like that on a bottle to say organic.
I see.
Okay.
So if you're talking about fresh produce, they can't use herbicides, certain herbicides and pesticides and so
Go
forth.
now.
Because
Right.
if they do, then that could actually put the people long-term at risk. Now, granted, no one has done any real extensive studies to say that if you do 100% organic versus non-organic, that, you will have better health doing all organic.
Okay.
I will say, if you can afford to buy organic, I would strongly recommend to buy organic when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
And we can get into that a little later because that's actually called the dirty dozen, because there's 12 fruits and vegetables that they say that you should buy organic
Okay.
if you're going to consume them.
Okay.
However, we're trying to get people healthy.
I know that's
And
right.
so organic can cost a lot of money.
Mhm.
Now, one of the things that I do during the spring and the summer and the fall is that I'm a master gardener. So I actually know how to grow food. And we have, and I, help several community gardens here in the city
Oh,
of Baltimore in terms of growing food
Oh,
from
okay.
seed to fork.
Okay.
So, and it's a community type thing. So if you get involved with a community garden, a lot of the stuff you see here, like your kale, like your peppers, and some of the other things I have here on the table, won't have to be USDA organic. So one of the things is that USDA, they have a strict guideline, but you can actually use USDA or organic practices when growing food, meaning that it costs a lot of money to get a USDA label on a
Okay.
product. So a lot of people who are growing food here in the community, here in Baltimore, they're using organic practices where they're not using herbicides and pesticides, and the soil is clean and good. So they don't have to necessarily put a USDA label organic on it. However, it's organic because they use organic practices. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So, but anyway, let's get started. Let's finish making this salad
Can I
here.
just say really quick, it smells really good already.
Yes.
Oh,
And
really?
it's just got like lemon and olive oil on it. It smells
Exactly.
really good already.
Exactly. Well, thank you. So what we're going to also do is put a little bit of organic
Vinegar.
vinegar,
Absolutely.
raw.
This is
And this is raw. And I'm
What's
going
the
to actually
difference
highlight.
between raw and
So here's the thing with unfiltered raw apple cider vinegar that a lot of you at home may or may not know is that the organic, well, not, this is organic, by the way, sorry. This unfiltered apple cider vinegar has a lot of, how could I put it? Probiotics that's in this because it's raw and unfiltered, okay?
Oh, okay.
Which is also good for your immune system.
Oh,
Right.
Good for your
yes.
digestive health.
Yeah.
Also, people who have issues with acid reflux and things of that nature,
I
they
do.
oftentimes,
So do I.
this is their go-to.
Yeah,
And it works.
You know,
and it does work. I
Right.
have
This
it, yeah,
is
it
their
does work.
go-to. So the difference between this and the other vinegar is that the other vinegar is processed in such a way where you're not getting the lumps and you see the cloudiness.
I was gonna say, is that why it's
And
cloudy?
it's cloudy because of the fact that it has the bacteria still in it.
Okay.
They don't filter it out because they feel like a lot of people don't want to have that in the vinegar. They want the vinegar to be clear. So that's the reason why, there's a difference. So that's slightly processed, whereas this isn't.
Like distilling, like, because if you have white vinegar, they distill it.
They distill it.
So what's the price on this, Chef Kajani?
So the price on this, I think, may have been like $3 or $4 or something like this. And this is Trader Joe's. Now, compared to buying Bragg's brand costs probably maybe a few dollars more.
Well, can you find this in Walmart?
You could probably find this, I'm not sure if you can find this in Walmart. However, you can find this at Vitamin Shop.
Right.
But you can find it at Vitamin Shop.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure about finding this at Walmart.
Okay, because
Not
I've never
sure
seen
about
it
that.
in there.
Yeah, but there's also another market on Ricestown Road called Earth Origins.
Okay.
And they also sell
Okay.
organic vinegar as well.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Very
So,
interesting.
Now, I don't want the viewers to be confused because all of us don't know this. So for those of us that don't know this and never experienced this way of eating, we all gonna learn something. But we want you to keep it very interested. Don't get confused on the terminology they use
Right.
because
Right.
all information will be given again at
exactly.
the
At
end
the
of
end
the
of
show.
the show.
But
Exactly.
for those of us who don't know, you know what the old saying is. Sometimes it's better hands-on than try to mimic the way somebody that already know how to do it.
Exactly. So in other words, what she's saying is that we're going to make this kale salad this way, and just like I learned one way, someone showed me how to do it their way or whatever, but I took it and made it my own. And the same thing that you all at home, when you see the ingredients that we put in here, you could take this and modify it and make it your own.
Absolutely.
So this is not like one size fit all, and this is like the perfect only way to doing this. We can do this several different ways.
Okay.
So we did the lemon, you added the vinegar in.
I
Yes.
did not
Okay.
actually, so how
All right,
much,
so we
what
gonna
should I
add
just
like
eyeball it?
just a couple splashes. That's it.
Now, even though they talk to Trader Joe's, Walmart's, and these kinds of
Little bit more.
stores, those of us that really like eating
Okay,
healthy,
Yes.
we can use EBT at other
EBT,
existing
yeah, that's
locations.
a very
question.
good point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
So just to let you all know at home that, a lot of this stuff that I purchased purchased for this show, you can purchase at these fine grocery stores like your
Right.
Trader Joe's and your Whole Foods and so forth with the EBT card.
Okay.
So just to, put that out there for you all. If you want to shop at these stores, I don't want you to think that you can't. It's just that, you might pay a little bit more, but you can also use your EBT card as well. So,
Yes.
Yes,
all
that's
right,
good to
great,
know.
thank
Which
you.
is,
That was a
that's
very
great
good
to
point.
know,
Yes.
no question.
So now since we put, the oil, the vinegar, the lemon, now what we're going to do is that we're going to chop up the onion. And I have a chef's knife over here somewhere for you ladies.
I'm gonna have to pass the chopping off to somebody, because you don't want finger in your salad.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to take a stab?
Okay, but
at,
I'm chopping.
Nobody
you
does that.
You want,
My husband not here tonight, so.
All right, be careful. Just
Careful.
Be careful now. Be careful. That's all I can say.
So Chef Kajani,
So you want to we're gonna cut this in the center if you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said chop. See, I was
Yeah,
giving
I'm
a
sorry.
heck at
You
this
know what? I
point.
apologize.
I'm from
apologize.
East Baltimore.
You from me?
Ain't afraid of the knife.
I hear you, sister.
Okay. And then.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it another way. We're gonna cut it quarter.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna use that whole onion. So what we're gonna do
Cut it
now?
thin?
No, you're gonna take the skin off here, and then we're gonna peel this, and then we're gonna use a quarter of that onion in the salad.
Catherine, you are quite proficient with that knife.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I see she is.
That's not scary or anything.
Yes, definitely not. She grabbed that knife with authority.
hey, you got to
Didn't
know what to
hesitate.
know.
No
Now,
hesitation.
these onions, they
Now
fresh
these are
like
red.
regular
So
onions.
these onions actually you can buy at Walmart. They're red onions, okay? And red onions are actually really good because of the color, the red. So they're really good for your immune system. It's also good for your blood, and more importantly, onions is an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So more importantly, a lot of us out there, as we get older, we got aches and pains, and so we need all the help that we can get to keep our bodies going,
Absolutely.
and hopefully be pain free. So, and another reason why we picked it is that red onions don't make your eyes water.
That's the part I was.
Exactly.
And you can eat them.
Exactly, and you can eat it, right. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna take this and we're gonna slice it a little bit more,
Show me, yeah.
like this, put a little cut in it like that.
To keep it attached.
Yeah, keep it attached.
Let me try a little
The
bit.
best you can, all right?
Okay. What I'm thinking about some bills.
You think about them bills? That's gonna make you cut it?
See, make me went straight to the core.
Can we switch places?
Yeah.
I'm making this thing personal now.
Right, right.
No, you're supposed to always cook with love.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's fun. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
and that's the
it
most
can be
important
fun.
thing
Yeah,
I want to convey out there to you all is that you want to have fun with
Fun.
this. You want to, of course, put love and care into it, because if you eat eating for yourself or for others or serving others, you want to put your best into it, and you want to do it out of love.
yes.
So you want to go ahead, and once we do that, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to slice it. We're going to dice it.
Oh,
Now you
nice.
got it.
Come on,
go
dice. Dice it up.
All right,
Go
I'll
ahead,
try.
dice. We're
All
going to
right,
do the dice.
I'll
Go
try.
ahead. Somebody go ahead and do that.
And
Okay.
Chef Johnny, while Melinda is dicing, I know we had talked about this before,
Okay.
about the healthiness of the salad.
Right.
And it's not that you're trying to introduce it to somebody all at once, saying that you gotta eat this salad all the time.
Every day.
It's just an introduction
Right.
to your life.
This is just an addition to what you're already doing. This is value add. So over this series of shooting this show and time, we're going to build up a nice little catalog, or I guess you could say list of items that are real quick and easy to make. So you don't even have to think about it. You can just say, well, you know what? I saw that on Foodie Greens. I got the recipe. I'm going to go ahead and try my
I
hand
know
at
that's
that.
right.
And then, and I want to see, for the folks who make it out there, I want to see you actually post your pictures on our website so we can actually take a look at it and hear about your success with this particular dish. So, okay, so now we have the onions in here.
And it's looking really colorful
Yeah, it's
already.
looking
Beautiful,
colorful.
yes.
So another thing that we're going to do that we didn't do is that we're going to take the sun-dried tomatoes. I tell you what, Trader Joe's should be paying me for this. This sun-dried tomatoes came from Trader Joe's as well. I usually like to use fresh tomatoes, but again, I know right now a lot of you at home, you don't have time. We want to make this quick and easy and healthy as possible. So what we're going to do is someone can open up the sun-dried tomatoes for me.
And I see Trader Joe's is a favorite of yours, but
But Trader Joe's doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
have to be. It could have been Walmart. This is just that Trader Joe's, for the purpose of this show, it was convenient because it was on my way home, well, on my way to the show. So I was able to pick up some food along the way. But you know what? We're going to mix it up. We're going to go to Walmart, and we're going to go to other fine stores, and we're going to actually buy the ingredients there and then bring it back on the show.
Okay.
And then we're going to make it.
no.
Oh, that's
Chef
great.
Johnny, I need to chop these so they're
No,
ready to go.
they already ready.
And it
You
smells
just-
so
Yeah, they
Drop
both
it-
smell
drop
Is
it
she
in there.
pinching or she dropping?
She's pinching, I guess. Yeah, she's
Ah,
pinching. There you go.
pinching.
Yeah,
Could
she's
you
pinching.
use the whole bag?
You could use the whole
But
bag,
we're gonna save
but
it
we're going to
because we
save
have
some
another
later
bag.
for another day. So another thing we're going to do, and a lot of you at home may not know about this, and this is really, really good, is Red Star. This is nutritional yeast. So you might say, well, I use yeast for cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I use yeast
For
for
baking.
baking and that sort of thing. Making pastries or bread or whatever.
But that's an active
But
yeast?
this is an inactive yeast.
Oh.
So people at home, those of you who are concerned with yeast overgrowth, you don't have to worry about that with this, because this is nutritional yeast and it's inactive. Okay, it's not active. All right.
Okay.
So it's a big difference. I wanted to kind of clear that up because I know a lot of people out there are going to probably ask, well, you know what, yeast? I don't want to put no yeast in my body.
Especially my diabetic.
Especially if I'm a diabetic.
right.
I don't want to do that. I don't even
Right.
want to think about that.
Right.
So this is inactive, and more importantly, I wanted to show you all at home, because one of the things here in 2016 that we're going to do our best in doing on the Foodie Green Show is to be mindful of sugar, fat, and salt.
Okay.
The Trinity.
The
Yes.
Trinity. Right.
Gotcha.
So
Sugar, fat, and salt.
this right here only has like 6 grams of sugar for 1.5 tablespoons. We're not even going to put that in here. We're going to just lightly sprinkle this on it for a little bit of flavor. Now also, let me also add that this has vitamins and minerals in it as well. This also has B12, and B12 is good for your energy. Very good for energy. It's good for memory.
You may hear people getting vitamin B12 shots.
Shots, right. And also, this also has zinc in it. And zinc is also really good for your immune system.
And your eyesight.
And your eyesight, thank you. Very, very good. So what we're going to do is just lightly sprinkle this a little bit.
So you're actually using that like a condiment almost, like a
Exactly.
flavor.
Because this actually takes the place a lot of times for cheese. This is actually used
okay.
as a cheese
Cheese.
substitute. So
Okay.
if you go to like a lot of natural markets, when you buy popcorn, when they make popcorn, they add a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, and then they top it with this to give it that cheesiness, cheesy flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of benefits in it.
There's a lot of benefits in
And
that.
that's good.
Right. So now we're gonna do who wants a job of massaging the kale.
I die.
All right. Okay. Let's
Jumps
go.
right in.
Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
what I like about Catherine. She's on it.
I'm on it.
Right. And let me ask this before we get started. Did we put in the agave in there? I don't think
No,
we did.
No, we
No.
didn't
We
actually.
did. So let's just open that agave. We're gonna
And
sit-
like I know what the garbage is.
So agave is a sweetener. All right. This is definitely a sweetener that people use oftentimes who want to have something different than say
Cane sugar.
cane sugar. Okay. And it's organic and it comes from a cactus plant. Actually, the plant that actually produces this agave, they also make tequila out of it. Okay, so just wanted to kind of put that little factoid out there for you all out there who's watching the
It's
show.
a fun fact.
Yes.
We like those.
Exactly. So I'm going to take this off here.
So that's really like a nectar.
It is a nectar.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's agave nectar.
Okay.
And this is organic and it's raw. Okay. And we're going to actually put a little bit of that on there. So let's do like maybe 3 squirts of that.
3 squirts.
3
Now
squirts.
mine is 1,
One,
2, 3.
There you go. That's it.
Awesome.
Now
That's it.
mind you, they put it in tequila. It is not tequila.
Exactly.
It's not that kind of
Exactly.
show, folks.
So before we do that, I have some lemon.
Some more stuff?
No, I have one more thing that we're going to add to this, and that's a lemon pepper spice that we're going to add to this to kind of give it a lemon.
Twin.
Like,
And you
Okay.
could, like, it's so, and I wanted to ask you about that. Could a person use like a lemon zest?
They could use a lemon zest, yes. And remember, like I said, you can take this and make this your own.
Okay.
This is just the recipe I use in terms of making this salad. The ingredients as far as what goes in it. But you can take this and do whatever you want to do with it and make it your own. You can actually take
Does
it.
smell good.
And just massage it in real good. Massage it in real
Y'all
good.
better be glad I'm on TV, because when I cook at home, I taste as I go along.
Well, you know what? We're going to definitely taste test this and see whether it's ready. And
See
you all tell me what is missing.
Okay.
If anything.
If anything. Okay.
If anything, you tell me what's missing.
And though we only put a little oil, a little vinegar, it's very moist.
It's very moist, yes.
Now, did you want to add the crushed garlic?
Well, we can add a little bit of garlic to it. That's optional. And I put that out there as optional. If you want to use the garlic, you can, but some people just have an issue with the garlic,
The smell.
the smell. But again, if
Well,
you
garlic
want
is
to,
good for
It's
you.
garlic
extremely
is
good for you.
definitely. If you want to add the garlic, let's go ahead and do, because I have,
Trying to get them little onions up here.
all
I
right.
know, I made them a little small.
So let's go ahead and do a half a tablespoon of garlic. There you go.
And the yours.
Now you still gotta mix it back.
I
up.
got
she
you
gonna-
some more
You're
mix.
gonna do some more mixing. She's the mixologist for the day.
There you
all.
go, Karen.
All right, that's
All right, that's good. Now let's just go ahead and mix that up in there and
And
massage it.
Chef Johnny, while Catherine is massaging that salad,
Yes.
how many calories you think?
In this, we might be looking at. I'm thinking if I had to guess, maybe,
Good.
Yeah.
maybe about 200 to 300 calories.
Because some people is very,
They calorie
Calorie
conscious. They
conscious,
want to.
yeah.
They want to count the
Right.
calories. But that's the reason why I didn't want to load it up with a lot of the agave, and I didn't want to put a lot of salt. You saw in this little thing of lemon pepper has about 80 milligrams of salt for 1/4 of a teaspoon.
oh, that's great.
I doubt that I put 1/4 in there.
I wish you guys had smell
Right.
vision right now.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Right.
You've been thinking I've been working hard here.
So anybody want to test? Want to taste test?
I
I
did.
think
Go
we
ahead.
all would like to.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Go ahead.
ladies.
Pinchin.
Tell me what you think.
I get a smaller piece. Tastes good.
There you go.
I
There you
can
go.
really taste the lemon in there.
That's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and chewy.
Nice and chewy. Right. Okay, great. For you at home, you want to see what this looks like. We're gonna actually move some of this out the way so you can actually see it. I wish you had, like she said, smell-o-vision, so you could actually smell this.
Yeah,
Here's what it
because
looks
the
like.
smell.
Okay, great. And so this is really good, you all. So what do you think? Was it easy?
Very easy.
Simple.
Okay.
And it actually has for those of you at home that can't experience it, it has a very substantial taste to it. So it could be a meat replacement.
It could. Now, for those out there that eat meat, I just wanted to also tell you that you could take a piece of lean meat or whatever and add to this. Now, me personally, if I was going to add a protein to something like this, I would probably do, would maybe do some portobello mushrooms.
Nice.
Portobello mushrooms is also a source of protein.
Oh, yeah.
Not a whole lot, but it is a source.
They're very meaty.
Also, I might even add a little bit of tempeh. And tempeh is fermented soybeans, okay?
Oh, okay.
And it has the good bacteria in it, and it
Like
has
lactobacillus. Okay.
exactly, and it has like a meat type consistency to it. So, but for those straight up meat eaters out there,
Straight carnivores.
carnivores, you can definitely put some chicken, some lean chicken or something
And
like
that
that
would
in
be
there.
great, actually.
And that would be really
Yeah,
great,
that
and
would
not
be
to
really good.
mention filling. Now, if we had, now
I gotta
this is,
go back
this is
again.
also something that I would do myself if I was making this at home. Sometimes what I do is I take an avocado like this, and I slice it, chop it up, and I dice it, and I put it in the salad. And this will serve as my protein source. So just to let you all know out there, for the plant tree huggers out there in the world, you can definitely use an avocado
And that's
as
a
a
good
protein.
oil.
It's
The
a good
avocado is
oil.
good fat.
Exactly, good fat as well. Thank you. Yep. All right, great. And I tell you what, we're gonna take a break. However, we will be right back. So don't touch that dial.
Hey Baltimore, I'm James Jones, and I am the executive producer of Mystique Media and Cinema Production here in Baltimore. And I want to take this opportunity to bring some information to the forefront. We're in 2016, and I am really looking to have a very successful year. First of all, as you can see, this is set up like this. I have 4 women that are coming, and the name of their show is called Refocus. Refocus will be a show that will be funny, sad, but most of all, it's going to be informational. And these ladies are bringing a lot to the table. You have Pastor Catherine Jones, who formerly worked for the mayor's office, Baltimore City, and just retired from Housing Authority. So she has a lot of information. Then you have Jackie. Wow. Jackie Love had her own show here, but Jackie's very good. And then you have Linda, and of course her mom. These ladies are going to really wow you. The other thing is that along with their show, we're going to also introduce our vegan health drink, which is also called Refocus. So I'm excited about that show happening. Moving forward, you have Foodie Greens with Chef Kajani out and about, A.B. Rain. course, we're getting ready to do something really different. I decided I want to do a comedy sitcom. You know, I don't care what you do, but you've got to have comedy. So I'm asking you to stay tuned and support our show. All of our shows will be broadcasted over Comcast, Channel 75, within the next month or so. Because, of course, you know, all of our shows are pre-recorded. But we're just excited. I'm just excited. And these ladies are, Chef Kajani, he's excited. AB, you know, that show's going to really be something. It's going to take off. But anyway, I encourage you to join us. The ladies from Refocus will be coming out soon, and we're going to let you know when, so that you can meet them personally. And I'm just excited. So do me a favor. Stay tuned. You can catch us on Facebook, and all the information that we have will be posted on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We'll let you know ahead of time. So listen, God bless you. I hope that you had a very happy New Year so far. This New Year, 2016, we're here already. So enjoy. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you in the 16. Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Foodie Green Show. I'm your host, Chef Kajani. I'm here with the group from Refocus. They have their own show on Mystique Productions, and what we're going to do for this particular piece is that we're going to have them to create this kale salad and see what they come up with. Since I showed them the base, I want to see whether they can recreate it just as good as mine, if not better. And then if we have any, extra time, maybe they can add a few extra ingredients in there to kind of make it their own. So how you all feel about that?
Sounds great.
Feeling pretty
Okay,
great. We're
great.
psyched. We're psyched.
Okay, great. So you all go ahead and do your thing, and I'm just here to lend a little helping hand if you need it. All right?
Okay,
So
now,
go ahead. So you all tell me what's the first thing we need to go into the bowl.
first thing that need to go into the bowl before you do anything, you got to set the atmosphere.
Okay.
So in your hearing, let's get it on. Now that we got the music
Okay,
playing,
all right,
first
great.
thing we're gonna put into our salad is kale.
It's kale,
And
there
it's
you go.
fresh kale.
Exactly.
Kale that's non-expensive, and the ingredients that is in it will do wonders for your body. Chef Johnny has introduced us to various locations you could go get the kale. But we want you to know it's more to kale than just cooking it, putting ham hocks and bacon and all that in it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
now we get ready to do another ingredient into it. And now I'm going to try to go the way he went, but
Okay,
if I
all
miss
right.
a point, y'all come back.
All right.
We're
You got me
going to
right
take
here.
some lemons. Would you cut us up these
I would
lemons?
love to.
And we're
Okay,
going to
great.
take about 3 of them, 3 halves, and squeeze it into the salad. And while you squeeze it, make sure you put that love in it.
I will.
They
Yeah.
gonna like that.
So, absolutely. So what is it that we're going to use so that we can prevent the seeds from going into the salad?
The
We're
Anyone
gonna
know?
use a strainer.
There you go. So what else could you use in place of the strainer?
Cheesecloth.
Cheesecloth or paper towel.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
All right, ladies. Think of how that dinner gonna be when you finish.
Edible, which is different for me.
And I want to say something while we're doing this, Chef
Yes.
Johnny.
Yes. Go ahead.
I don't want to sing. I don't know how to put it,
Go
but
ahead. I'll say it.
Just
What
press
did I say?
I am
Go ahead.
used to eating greens cooked.
I understand.
So-
And so this
Yes.
this is a shift. You know what? We in 2016.
Yes.
We're open to new ideas
Yes.
and new experiences. This is one of them. Okay?
Yes.
This is one of them
Because if
right
you
here.
had said this to me in 2015 about, and I'd be like,
Well,
what?
hey, you
What?
know what? I understand. It's a lot of things in 2015 that someone has said to me in 16. I'll be like, what? But I understand what you're saying. I know where you're
Yeah,
coming from. I know
absolutely.
exactly where you're
Yeah,
coming
I
from.
And
can
now we done put our lemon juice in there,
Okay.
we got our fresh kale in there.
Okay.
Now we're about to put some oil in there. Now, it's just not in no oil. You know, we got to use organic things. You want everything
Organic.
natural.
Organic.
And we can put just a pinch of oil, that should do it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Organic olive oil into it. Chef Johnny can tell you more where you can go buy these
Right.
products.
Exactly. So I wanted to interject something for you all out there. I want you all to feel like that you can buy olive oil from Walmart and not necessarily from Trader Joe's.
Or the dollar store.
Or the dollar
has it.
store or places like that. Now, granted, it might taste a little bit different than this, but olive oil, in my opinion, is olive oil. I know people out there probably beg to differ, but I know folks out there who are real olive oil connoisseurs. They know their olive oil pretty well. So I'm just saying, for cost purposes, you don't necessarily have to shop at Trader Joe's. You can shop at, Walmart, Target, and places like that to get your olive oil. So just to put that out there.
Okay.
You all ladies, you all doing a fine job. Go ahead and
Okay.
continue.
Are we
What's the
doing a
next
good
step?
job so
What's the,
far?
yeah, what's the next
Yeah.
step?
Next step,
What's
we're
the
gonna
next
put
step?
an onion in there. Not a yellow onion,
A
but look
red
at this
onion.
beautiful red onion. And what's the best part about this red onion? It don't make you what?
Right, there
It
you
don't
go.
make you cry.
And
There
it
you go.
also has some benefits.
Absolutely. So you all want to kind of, replay some of the benefits I talked about when I was making this, and maybe add a few of your own if you have some. What's that?
Antioxidants.
Go ahead.
Zinc.
Okay.
For eyesight.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Also immune system.
Anti-inflammatory.
And exactly. Okay. Go ahead.
And you got me.
And most importantly, that this will not make you tear up when you actually
Yes,
chop it.
yes.
That's important because I know a lot of people out there, they chop onions, and even myself, you wiping your eyes and you just trying not to, had the water run down your face and run into the food when you're making it. So,
Yeah.
that's important. That's really important. So that's the reason why I say red onions.
And a lot of people don't know that onions is very good for you.
Oh, onions are actually
Yes,
good.
yes. I worked with a lady in the hospital. She was 90 years old. And I was telling her I was coming down with a cold.
Yeah.
So she told me, she said, what you do, honey, is you just go get an onion.
Right.
Piece of raw onion and eat it. You can eat it like on a sandwich.
Yes,
Whatever.
yes.
And believe it or not, it stops that cold.
Yes, onions are really good. Onions, and also we have another ingredient that the ladies are gonna put in at some point, the garlic. So, okay, what's next, you all?
Well, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put some vinegar in.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
Tell them again.
Apple cider
We're gonna
vinegar.
do that apple cider vinegar,
And it's the organic.
and it's
Right.
unfiltered.
Which is why it's cloudy.
Right, that's why it's cloudy. And most importantly, I wanted to also mention and interject is that this organic, unfiltered vinegar can be bought at other fine grocery stores as well. You can also pick this up at, maybe not Trader Joe's brand, but you can pick it up at Vitamin Shop, and also I think Giant has Bragg's raw apple cider vinegar as well.
It does.
Giant.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so you can definitely find this at other local supermarkets and grocery stores without shopping at Whole Foods and My Organic Market and places like that. Not to say that these places are bad, but you pay a little bit more.
Right.
So, all right, ladies, what's next?
Sun-dried tomatoes.
All right, you gotta have your tomatoes.
What kind of tomatoes we using?
Sun-dried.
Don't go buy none and try to carry it out and put it in the sun so they can dry. Already calm.
Already dry.
Already dried for you.
All right.
Now we're
So-
not ready to start mixing yet because we got
Okay.
some more
That's my favorite
ingredients.
part.
Okay.
To,
that's your favorite
put in
part.
there.
Okay, great.
We
So
gonna-
what's the next thing we're gonna put in there?
Active yeast.
Okay.
No, actually, that's
Inactive. Yeah,
inactive.
definitely. For those out there, this is inactive yeast, and this is actually used as a condiment. You just sprinkle a little bit on it. It's really good. Has vitamin B12 in it. It also has potassium in it, and more importantly, it has zinc, and it is really, really good for individuals that might want to get an extra boost because it has vitamin B12 in it, which gives you energy. So this is really, really good stuff. And you don't have to worry about it if you're diabetic per se, because this is inactive. This is not active yeast.
Okay.
All right.
And we're repeating these things for those that didn't come in the beginning of the show.
Right.
That way you won't be lost and confused. But I want you to know my record is playing, so we don't want to take too long.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
next we're going to be adding
All right.
some raw agave. And I think I remember that it's 3 squirts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We squirts.
And can we tell them what agave is made from?
So our agave is actually made from a cactus-like plant that grows like in places, very warm climates, like typically Arizona, probably Florida, places where it's really hot and dry. It's really, really good.
No, you
It's
just don't.
just a sugar substitute
But
for
then
you all out there.
twist it as you're going.
Okay, so go ahead, you all. This is all you now. Go ahead and make
And
it
this
yours.
the
Flip
part
it,
that make me
switch.
feel like a chef. Watch her twist. Oh, twist.
Get your
Okay.
baseball ball.
All
There
right.
you
All
go.
right.
Come on, twist some more lemon
Yeah.
in
Want some
there.
more?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Actually,
Do your
this is, we're adding lemon pepper now.
Right, okay, do your
Right.
thing.
Got to tell him I'm caught up in the twist.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it?
All
All
right,
right.
okay, great. So
Okay.
what's next, you all? You all agree on a great job redoing this all over again and
Garlic.
adding your
We're gonna
twist
do a
to
little bit
it.
of garlic.
All right, great.
And how much was that again, Chef Johnny?
You could do a half a tablespoon. Okay, now that's up to you all. You all are making this. So I want you all to experiment with adding what you all want to add to it. And then you could maybe later on, once you all finish mixing it together, we might want to add a couple other ingredients that we didn't add the first time.
And while she's mixing,
Who's going to be the mixologist?
I'm gonna mix.
while
Alright.
she's mixing, Chef Johnny, what other kind of ingredients can we add into
So
it?
let's say, for instance, you can add, and we have them here on the table, we can add some seedless grapes.
Mhm.
That'd be really good. I actually probably would like the golden ones more so than
Oh, that
these
would be
here.
good. Yeah,
So,
that'd be
because
good.
it'll add a lot of color to it as
Right,
well, a little
right.
sweetness.
It smells good.
Also, we could also chop up an avocado
Mhm.
and put an avocado in
For
there.
some of that good
You know,
fat.
for that good fat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, slice and, well, not slice, but slice this in such a way where it's in kind of like chunks.
Mm-hmm.
And also we can add this, this orange pepper,
Which is
Right.
beautiful.
which
by
is
the way.
beautiful, which
And
is
very
very,
colorful.
very good. It's very
Very
high in
good.
vitamin
Very
C
elegant.
and also potassium as
Good
well,
job,
which is
Dixon.
really good.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
So,
Dixon.
all right, so, okay, so anybody want to, anything else we
But
missing?
before we start tasting again, and we got our ingredients,
Okay,
basically, how much would a salad like this cost?
so that's a very good
Good
point.
question.
I appreciate you asking that question. This salad probably costs, with the ingredients I have, probably maybe $10 to $15.
Oh, and that's what you buy by the pound in the
Yeah.
store.
Right.
That's
About
super
10
economical.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$10 to $15. I spent less than $20 for the ingredients to
Right.
make this salad.
And one thing I can say about the salad, that
Right.
it looks good, it smells good,
Smells great.
and everything in here is healthy for you.
Right.
Everything, I mean, you don't even really have to take a vitamin because you got all your vitamins in here.
You got it right there. And most importantly, we got fiber in here. We got roughage.
Yes.
And that's one of the
yes.
things out there for those here in 2016 that are trying to lose weight. Fiber is very, very important. More important is it's because this is roughage. And so this will help, you know, keep things flowing and moving and so forth. Along with, you know, drinking water and exercise and so forth. But
That's
this
right.
is just one of the
Right.
many dishes that we're going to be making here and preparing for you here on the Foodie Green Show.
And another thing, let me put it out there to you guys. Once you pass 50, fiber is very important.
Extremely.
Very important.
Yep. Thank you for
And
that.
one thing I want everyone to notice in our studio audience is that everything here was brought in small portions.
Right.
But the small portions can last you for a month or more making this one salad.
Exactly.
That's a
You're
good
not
point.
dumping
Yeah,
it
that's a good
all
point.
in,
You're
you're
not dumping it all
not
in.
spending the same money over and
Over and
over.
over again.
You can get eat healthier, quick for those microwave eaters. This only takes really 5 minutes.
And how long will this keep, Chef Johnny?
So you could probably keep that in the refrigerator, I mean, for several days, I would
Okay.
say. I've gone as long as 5 days, but I say 3 to 4 days to keep that freshness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what about if you go like and you get fresh greens like from the farmers markets and Kern on?
Right.
So keep in mind that you know you can get these greens like when the summer come on. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
all of the farmers
Yes,
markets.
the farmer's market is a great place, and like I had
Yes.
mentioned earlier about, you know, you gotta definitely, if you want to, you know, try to get healthy in 2016, and more importantly, be easy on your wallet, get involved with a local community garden in your area. They're all over. Excuse me, they're all over here in Baltimore. There's over 300
Yeah.
of
I like
local
that.
community gardens here in
Yes.
Baltimore. You
Yes.
just have to find one near you, connect with them, and get involved with growing the food. And because one of the things that I do as a community gardener is that I actually get involved in the actual day-to-day work. So whether or not I do it on the weekend or weekdays, I go out and I might help do some weeding, we plant some kale, and then, you know, it's kind of like a sweat equity type of
And that's
arrangement.
good.
So if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
And
Okay,
you are to also,
so-
to remind our audience as well, you are a master gardener,
Yes,
correct?
Right.
yes, I'm a master gardener
So
as well.
we're gonna rename you, we're gonna let you keep Chef Kajani, but we also want to throw that Dr. Chef Kajani in there.
Well, I will-
Because you have a lot, you bring
Yeah.
a lot to the table,
Yeah,
you,
well,
you're
thank you.
showing us how to
Appreciate
eat healthy, well,
Yes.
you know,
yes.
and
And it's
also,
very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very
very
inexpensive.
inexpensive.
and don't forget that all of the farmer markets now take
EBT.
TBT cards, absolutely.
Not only do they take EBT, and thank you for introducing this to us, they take the EBT, they also take the WIC vouchers.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Where
Yes.
everyone
Yes.
in the family can eat healthy.
Healthy.
Where
Yes.
Chef Johnny has explained, he's really concerned about our people that have diabetes. We don't want you to make a choice of getting your medication over a meal. He's teaching you how to economize, how not only will you lose physical weight with some more things added to it, but your pocketbook won't become
Yeah, and that's so important because we want to be easy on folks' wallet. Because I know a lot of you all out there probably saying to yourself, "Oh my God, I can't afford to
something
eat
like,
like
that.
this."
Yeah.
You know,
No,
but
it's
come
very
on now. I
simple.
mean, this right here was very inexpensive and
Yes.
it's healthy, and most importantly, very easy to make. Now, so who's going to do the honors to do the taste test? I want to know that. Go ahead.
And while she's taste testing, Chef Johnny, how can people get started with their own garden?
So basically, what they can do if they want to get started with their own garden is I would suggest stay tuned to watch the Foodie Green Show.
There you go.
And I will definitely be talking about how to go about starting your own home garden.
Okay.
Whether or not you're in an apartment, whether or
Go
not you're in a
now.
condo,
Because that
whatever,
can be
you
done.
can start your garden anywhere.
And what about
And
herbs?
we could do, we
That's
could
a
do,
good one.
we
I
could
was
do,
looking at
we could
you.
do box gardens, we could do container gardens, you know, and we can do fresh herbs, basil, thyme, peppermint. I mean, you name it.
And
So
them you can grow in your windowsill.
absolutely, you sure enough
Yeah.
can.
So
So we
these
gonna
ideas
definitely.
gonna be coming on.
Coming
during the
forthcoming,
show.
yep. As we get closer to the springtime, we're gonna talk about how to actually go about, you know, creating your own, you know, I guess a community, not community, but own home garden
Home
at home,
garden.
and that sort of thing. So definitely stay tuned, everyone. Definitely.
I'm actually impressed. You brought something
Very
new
impressed.
to my taste buds.
Yes,
Because like I was saying earlier, I never would thought that I could eat greens raw.
exactly.
And then not only that, when you cook them, you're losing
A lot of the nutrients. You're absolutely right about that. So that's the most important thing with this kale salad is that, and I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, is that you're getting it. This is raw, and it being raw, you're gonna have a lot of benefits health wise when it comes to eating raw as opposed to cooking it down. And all of the minerals and all of the nutrients and so forth is in the water.
With the steam.
It's in the steam. It's in
Yeah.
the water.
Well,
You
isn't
know.
that what old folks used to say, pot liquor?
Pot liquor, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because that's what happens.
Exactly. So,
Chef Johnny, one of the things
Okay.
you want to teach us is
okay.
we need to get away from name brand. Because you
Yeah.
can't eat healthy if you're only thinking about the brand.
Exactly. And I agree with you. And you know what I'm going to do for future shows is that maybe this one I didn't do it as far as we went Trader Joe's on you. But next time we're going to go Walmart or Target on you. So this is places that everybody has access to.
Right.
Whether or not, you know, you're driving or whether or not you want
Right,
public transportation. You can access these places, you know, and be able to make healthy meals for you and your family with, you know, without
That's
spending
right.
a whole lot of money.
And a lot of the farmer markets that come when the spring come in, they have a lot of organics. They
Yes.
have a lot
Yes.
of
Yes.
things that you can get from there too that you can also use with your EBT
Right.
and your, you know, the different forms of
Right.
payment.
And the thing about it is on the upcoming shows, when we start talking about how to grow your own food, we can talk about the, you know, the best types of ways to keep out pests and insects and so forth from eating up your vegetables and the food that you're growing. Because
Like
that is a
natural
problem.
pesticides.
Natural pesticides that we can actually learn on the Foodie Green Show on how to make, how to make
Your
our-
own.
how to make your own and how to actually grow your food, how to plant it. I myself right now am starting to grow food indoors from seed.
Okay.
I have what you call a heating light system
Okay,
Get in
okay.
there.
that actually I can grow, you know, kale and so forth from seed. So when we get to say around March,
You can
I
harvest
could
that.
actually take that seedling and transplant it outside and let it continue to grow. And then come May or June, we're ready to start harvesting kale.
Didn't I tell you was a doctor?
I wouldn't say
Dr.
that.
Greens.
Well, let me tell you.
Greens.
Well, maybe Dr. Foodie Greens.
Yes.
Let me tell you
All
all
right,
what else
okay.
Chef Johnny
All
has
right,
done
okay,
for
good.
us. He has allowed people like me, who doesn't do any of this,
Right.
to set a table where they'll say, look at her. And I'll be able to
Exactly,
say,
It's
exactly.
impressive.
I
Exactly.
did this all by myself.
There you go.
And
And
what a lot of
closed
you-
them out
yes.
with, let's get it on.
And a lot of you can take this, make this, and take it to your offices.
Yes.
Instead of
Potlucks.
ordering
Potluck.
out, you know, everybody can come down and get something healthy.
Right.
Just once a week.
Absolutely.
Don't
So,
every day.
okay, for people out there that eat meat, what would you all add to this if you wanted to add a protein or add a meat? Even though I wouldn't do it, but I know that you all are, meat eaters, and I
Maybe
want to
A
respect
boneless
that.
chicken breast.
Okay,
Yeah,
boneless
a
chicken
lean
breast,
piece
okay.
of boneless chicken breast, or even some very lean skirt steak. You know, if you trim the fat and like grill it off.
Right. Okay, great. I mean, what about you? What would you add? I mean, similar?
Want to know.
What- That's healthy now. That's healthy. That's
I
healthy.
would add some seafood into it.
Okay, all
That's
right.
a protein.
Cool, there you
Well,
go.
Yeah,
I would
Makes
add
sense,
some
yeah.
protein. I like
Okay.
shrimps in my salad.
So that's
Right.
I like
There you
the
go.
crab
There you
meat
go.
in my
It's
salad.
all about making
making
it
it your own.
Yeah,
it's
making
kinda
it your own. Although I may not do meat, and these ladies do meat, but again, they're making it their own. And that's the thing with food, is that food is supposed to be an exciting event. I know it is
Yes.
for me. It's not one of those things where I say, oh man, I gotta get in this kitchen today. I enjoy making food,
Yeah.
and more importantly, I enjoy making food for others, because I love talking about the ingredients and when they taste it, what went in it, because most importantly, when I'm preparing food, I do my best to put a love into it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
because
and
you
oftentimes,
can tell.
and oftentimes you can tell by the way it comes out.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so I have this belief that if somebody is preparing my food and they have a funky attitude, I typically don't want to eat there.
Right.
You know, because the fact that love, in my opinion, didn't go into the food,
Makes
so
the
it's
meal.
Yeah.
it makes the
Makes
meal.
perfect sense.
It's
Now you
really,
know the
really
purpose
good.
of the song.
Exactly.
And Chef Johnny, would
Okay.
you suggest that instead of putting things in when you have guests, just have different settings around the
Yes,
salad?
yeah,
The
you could
individual.
yeah, you could definitely do that. You could definitely do that. Like I said, I mean, you all took this salad and you duplicated what I did, but you all are mindful that you can take this and add other things. Because
Right.
you all had great suggestions. You said shrimp. You said boneless chicken breast. What did you say that you would add to it?
No, I said the boneless chicken breast. She
Okay.
I
said
mentioned skirt
The
steak.
skirt,
And it's
okay.
okay.
It's right, okay. And also you can add things like an avocado or this orange bell
Yes.
pepper. I
Right.
mean, you can make it your own. I just wanted to keep it simple for you all at home to be like a base salad that you could actually
I can make this.
So,
You could even do
yeah.
it with like kids in the kitchen as well.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes,
what you
show
could
them.
do is maybe chop your onions before so they're already done. And then, kids love to be in the kitchen.
They do.
Exactly.
And it's nice to see a man that's
Yeah.
interested in cooking
Yeah, well-
and my husband is a good cook in the kitchen.
That's good.
So it's nice, I know that it's a good thing to have a man in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
yeah, it is.
What? I could put the husband in the
You put
kitchen?
the husband.
Not in that, not in here.
Right. Okay.
No,
you all
the
wanna
cook-
you wanna
just
stir
in
it up a little bit? You wanna stir it up a little bit?
You want to use the?
We could use the
All right, let's just go
okay.
ahead and we're gonna
Yeah.
use the salad tongs.
salad tongs. There
Make
you
sure
go.
it's massaged really well.
Mhm.
Massage that salad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the
Make
tongs.
sure the garlic is
Just
blended
in
in.
We're just gonna
Okay.
use the tongs.
All right.
And lemon pepper.
I wish you all could really smell the aroma
Yes,
that's coming
yes,
from
yes,
this. This is
yes.
really,
Yes, it is.
smells really good.
And it's
Really
very
good.
attractive looking as
Right.
well. Not
Yes.
Right. So hopefully you
They've
all
been
have
very
kind of
delicate.
taken into consideration how easy this is to make at home, and you would definitely try this. I like to see what your kale salad actually looks like and how it turns out. If you could definitely make this at home, we're going to definitely post the ingredients up so you could actually see it. I like for you to take pictures of it and send it in and see what yours look like and what variety of different things you may have added to your salad.
And where do they send it at?
So they can send it to, I think we're going to have that information at the end of the show when
Okay.
when we roll the credits. So
All right.
definitely stay tuned for that. So this smells really, really good. Anybody want to partake? I know this is round 2. So, I mean, anybody in our studio audience, are you hungry out there? I think we had a guy out here who said he was kind of
Yes,
hungry.
we have a
Maybe
guest.
what we can do is have you to come
Come
on
on.
up, bring a plate, and you know, see what you think. See what you think about the salad.
Plates.
All right.
We have our plates.
Okay. The plates.
Well,
Oh, well, I tell you what. We gonna give you the bowl.
how about that?
We gonna give you a bowl. How about that?
So special.
You are special.
Yes,
You're the
you
special
are.
guest.
Come on in here.
And you know what? And you're so special, we ain't even gonna use utensils.
We're gonna let
We
you
gonna
go
let you
ahead.
just go and do your thing with your hands. Tell me what you think when you taste it.
You drenching it, yes you are.
Really good.
Really good? Okay, great. Great.
Yay!
There you go.
Hey, good.
Okay, you can put it
Good,
down
good.
now. Yeah.
Now, we can't invite him up here and take it from him.
That's his bowl. That's his bowl. He wanna go sit down and do his thing with his bowl.
Thank
He got
you.
his bowl.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Well, there you have it, folks. I mean, this is real simple to make, and stay tuned for other, you know, healthy, quick, and easy meals that we will be preparing here on the Foodie Green Show. And we thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Focus, for coming on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
And lending a helping hand in building this, making this incredible salad. It really smells good in here.
Yes,
and
it does.
And it was super fun.
Yes, it
It
was a lot
was
of fun.
fun.
Stay tuned, you all, for future shows coming up on Foodie Greens. I'm your host, Chef Kajani. So long for now. Peace.